Basic skills. 2/15 times 15 over 22. I don't need the same denominator. If you do that, you've just spent like a load of your time in the exam messing about. Okay, it's something you don't need to do. 2 times 15 is 30. 15 times 22. Alright, well, 15 times 10 would be 150, so 15 times 20 would be 300. I got another 2 lots of 15, 330. 1 mark for getting that. Another mark for then realizing that's 3 over... Another mark for then the final answer, which is 1/11. That's the correct simplification. Question 2. Right, question 2 is much easier than it perhaps looks like. Average speed. Note this down. Your average speed is the total distance that you're going divided by the total time taken. So all I need to do is work out the total distance that this person has gone and divide it by the total time. The total distance that this person has gone is 160. It doesn't matter that they had a break there. They stopped, they were at a service station, whatever, there. Doesn't matter, they went a whole distance of 160. How much time did it take them? Now, I've seen people write this as 1,150. No, it's between 9 o'clock and 11:30, right? Because 9 o'clock, 9:30, 10 o'clock, 10:30, 11 o'clock, 11:30. Between 9 o'clock and 11:30, that's 2.5 hours. I'm going to write that as 2.5 hours. Understand what it's talking about with time. It's not like, these are not normal numbers. This is time. So I'm going to use equivalent fractions to turn this into a whole number division. So 1600 divided by 25. And I'm then going to actually do that division with a bus stop method. 25 doesn't go into 1, doesn't go into 16, into 160. 25 goes 6 times. 6 times 25 is 150, so I've got 10 left over. 25 into 100 goes 4 times. So my answer is 64 kilometers per hour. Last year, Katie earned £16,200. Her total loan repayments were £6,400. Katie estimates that the ratio of her loan repayments to her earnings is approximately 3 to 8. Is she correct? So it looks wordy and complicated, but all we need to do is just read the question really carefully. We need a ratio of loan repayments to earnings. Okay? So here I've got repayments and here I've got earnings. I want this ratio. So how much were her loan repayments? Her repayments were 6,400. Her earnings were 16,200. That is going to get you a mark to put that in that correct way. Now I need to simplify it to see if it is approximately 3 to 8. I've got to simplify this. What can I do to simplify this? In the same way I work out equivalent fractions, I can work out equivalent ratios. So this is the same as 64 to 162. And I can keep going. Divide by 2. It's the same as 32 to 81. Is that approximately the same as 3 to 8? Yes, it is. I'm just going to write now yes. And I've shown my reasoning that would back that up. Okay, Rashid invests money into an account which pays a fixed rate of compound interest each year. The value V pounds of his investment after T years is given by the formula V equals 1,250 times 1.03 to the power T. How much money did Rashid invest? Well, whenever you've got a compound interest like this, this is the amount you're starting with. So the answer is just 1,250. That's my starting amount. What is the compound interest? Well, 1.03 is my multiplier. So a multiplier of 1.03 is a 3% increase, isn't it? So it's 3%. And then, which one is it most similar to? Which graph best represents it? It's starting with some money. It's starting with 1,250, so it's not starting at 0, so it's one of these two. Now this one would go up equally each year, but if you have compound interest, it goes up by a greater and greater degree each year. So this is my answer. Y equals 7x minus 3, we're going to rearrange it. So just stick with a careful balancing method. I need to get x on its own, so the first thing I'm going to do is add 3 to both sides. That's going to give me y plus 3 equals 7x. Then I'm going to divide by 7, and that's going to give me x equals y plus 3 over 7. 2 marks. Factorizing. A common factor here is x. What do I have to times x by to get x squared? I have to times it by x. What do I have to times x by to get xy? Y.